Hey, Devlin here. I'm about to take a walk down memory lane. Why don't you join me? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Christmas is right around the corner. Yeah, it's the end of November, and well, I'm probably not the bearer of bad news because probably if you hit the grocery store or the shopping malls, whatever's open, they've probably already started playing the music. I'm sure radio stations have. I usually wait till the end of November, and that's what we're going to do. So we're getting ready to deck the halls. I figure a month of Christmas is good, but I get excited for it, I won't lie. Christmas is my favorite time of year, and I love getting the house ready. I used to love decorating the tree with my parents and family. It was one of my very favorite things. And even though it got controversial at times, my father would always buy a Crown Royal bottle, and my parents would always drink while the kids, would put the ornaments on. And sometimes it got real tense because my mom was a very stickler woman of where certain ornaments should go. Bells. She had a set of bells that always had to go at the top of the tree. If you put it anywhere between the middle or the bottom, she'd be like, move that. Or if two balls were the same color, they had to have like a space apart. She didn't get as bad as getting the ruler out, but she could tell. Eventually, my brothers got too old for it and didn't do it, and it was just me. And I loved doing it. And I won't lie, sometimes my parents fought through it, but most of the time, it was great. I'd always make a playlist of music taped on a cassette, and I'd play it in the background, and yeah, it was just so nice. When we stopped having Christmas, when my mother died, we started going to my brother's, and that was just equally as nice. We had a nice time. It was just a different memory, but we didn't get to decorate there or anything. But when I finally moved in with my partner Mike, my dad said, since you like Christmas so much and you were the one who was always decorating the tree even later in life, why don't you take all the ornaments and stuff? So Mike and I started a new tradition where we mixed his old ornaments with my parents' old ornaments and his family's old ornaments, and even ones that his grandmother made that I still love putting up on the tree. And then we buy new ornaments every year to add to it. And it's been really wonderful. Mike and I look forward to that part. And yeah, maybe Mike not so much when he has to put the tree up first, but once the tree's up and the lights are on, we have a good time. I'm just kidding. He likes all of it. But it's really wonderful. Anybody who knows me knows I like to tell a little story about decking the halls. And, you know, if you've heard it before, I apologize. Or if you're listening to it again because you love it so much, I want to thank you for staying with me on it because it's one of my very favorite stories around Christmas. So during one of the Christmases, when we were decorating the tree, I noticed that my parents didn't have ornaments for the tree. Now, we didn't have ornaments either, like with our names on or anything, but we all had our favorite special ornaments. But my parents didn't. So that year, I decided that they're going to get ornaments. So with their gifts, I put an ornament in it. This one that's beautiful angel. I don't have them with me because, as I said, we're decking the halls later in the week. But one's a beautiful angel that had 1998 written on it. And then the other one is like a Santa Claus, but shaped like a moon, which said Dad 1998 on it. And I gave it to them, and they were very touched. And my mother put it immediately on the tree, and she thought it was lovely, just Mom 1998. And then, my dad did too, and then she gave him crap because he tried to put it low on the tree, and she said, no, 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 they should be high with the bells. So it didn't cause that much of a controversy, but it was really nice, and I'm glad they appreciated it. In some ways, I think they enjoyed that more than the actual gifts I got them because it was just sentimental. And I'd also write them a card with it, and my dad would read the card, and my brothers and sister-in-laws and would read their cards, but my mom would always put it aside because she was always like, nope, not going to cry. I'll read it later. I love it. But she would not like showing emotions. Well, she passed away and the next year, and we decided not to have Christmas at the house. We asked Dad, and he said he just couldn't decorate the house. He just didn't want to do it here. So we started our new tradition going to my brother's house, and again, a wonderful tradition that lasted many, many years, and I have so many incredible memories there too. Then the first year that Mike and I started decorating our own tree for our own apartment, we got the ornaments out, and we were excited because I got to see a lot of his families, and then he saw a lot of my family. So we figured out, well, we don't have a big enough tree for all of them, and we had bought a couple of ornaments because it was our first Christmas together. So we started picking which ones and that. I open up this tissue paper and I start crying. And Mike's wondering what it is. And I said that I forgot that I bought my parents these ornaments because they were only on the tree at Christmas Eve, until we had the tree up. They were out Christmas is Christmas because my mother passed away the next year. Well, what really didn't bother me, but it overjoyed me and made me sad, was that it had the year on both of them. And I didn't know at the time, but I actually commemorated the last year that we were all together as a family. And it was just so overwhelming that it wasn't planned that way. And here it was. I had 2 ornaments with my parents, and that was the last time that we did Christmas at the family home. So every year when I see those ornaments, I have a little cry, even talking about it, and I kiss them. And then I put them on the tree. I proudly put them on the tree. And I don't let my mother down. They're always at the top of the tree, where Mom would have liked them. And they're also up there, so they're looking down on me like they always are every other day of the year. So I like decking the halls. It can be emotional, but it's also very happy. Because once they're up there, those sad tears turn into happy tears. And I'm going to have some more Christmas stories to share with you throughout the next couple of weeks, and I hope you join me for each and every one of them. And this year, do me a favor. When you're decking the halls, whether it's just you and your partner, or whether it's you and your family, or maybe you and a couple of friends, look around at the faces. Feel the feelings that are going on. Because you never know if that's going to be there the next year. You just never know when things are going to change. So cherish those memories. So when you feel like, oh, I don't want to put up the tree or that, just remember, it could all change in one year. Thank you for joining me on this memory lane, and I'll talk to you real soon.